this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past, and here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
Why, hello there, my name is Alex and you are watching Theme Park Freak. Today I wanted to talk a bit about what I want to do in the park, not relating to rides. I feel like Disney is a lot more than just like the attractions and stuff like that. It's also about the architecture and everything surrounding that. If I'm a bit breathless, it's because I've just done a couple of bits around the house and I've just been running around all over the place with my dog. So that's why my voice is a bit out of breath. But anyways, yeah. What I wanted to do is have a couple of bits that aren't in the park for one. Like, for example, I wanted to have sort of a downtown Disney slash Disney Village thing. I know it's Disney Springs now, but I'll always know it's downtown Disney because that's what it was called when I went. I absolutely loved it there. Disney Quest was really fun until that closed as well. But off topic. I'd like to have like a downtown Disney area with like shops and restaurants and everything in between. Like, I really want a rainforest cafe, which is my favourite restaurant ever. The one in Paris, that is. Actually, no, the one in Florida is my favourite. The one at Animal Kingdom. I just love that. I love it. But yeah, trying to think what else. Yeah. Main Street, that's going to be really hard for me because I'm really terrible at that sort of building style, like the old 1910s or 1920s, I've forgotten which one it was, building style. Like, I tried it way back when I used to play Minecraft, like really a lot. I used to own a theme park Minecraft server, and we built a main street. I did about 10% of that because my building style doesn't fit with the main street, and I've tried to do it in Planco as well, but the problem is I just can't get my head around the architecture style, so I might end up having to ask one of my friends to build it, because I know a couple of people who are really good at that sort of building style. But another thing that I wanted to talk about is what I don't like about Planco at the moment, because well, when I say what I don't like, I mean like things that I really want to be able to do, but I can't because of the limitations. Like, for example, like I showed you in Pirates of the Caribbean, I built the restaurant, but people won't be able to use it because all my chairs and stuff are custom made, because they don't have any actual tables and chairs in the game. And like, even if they did, like, it's not going to be a proper restaurant, it's just going to be a bunch of food stalls with a bunch of benches like next to it, which I'm okay with, but like, I wish we had more dining sort of sets in the game, because like, we've only got benches. And like, if you wanted to, for example, make a working restaurant, that, like, I know we've got the restaurants in game, but I just don't feel like they do justice to what us Planco creators want to do with them. But like the expansion should just be like tables. Like, you should be, when you place an expansion, it shouldn't look like an expansion, it should just look like a table. Like, the hotels, I'm fine with that. Well, for the most part, I'll get back to that later. But the restaurant, I'd really, really like to be able to build the interior of said restaurant, and for it to be able to work, and like table service and stuff, but I can't do that because it's Blanco. And so, like, the closest thing I can get to a proper restaurant is building the interior and adding like a bunch of, like, what's the word, stalls around the outside of the room, even though I want it to be table service, and that's not fitting with what I want it to do. But anyway, off the thing of that, right? Like, Rainforest Cafe, the interior and the theming is so extensive in there, but if I was to use the in-game restaurant, then I wouldn't be able to do that. But anyway, I'm getting really, really off topic here. But yeah, I feel like, excuse my ums in this video, by the way, I'm quite tired. But yeah, I feel like the next video, I'd really want to do, like, I'd maybe want to try a Main Street building. I probably won't be good at it, but I feel like I should try it in any case, just to see if I could get the hang of it. And if I can, then I'll decide whether I'll build all the stuff myself, or I ask for a bit of help with it. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, Theme Maker's Toolkit at the moment is just absolutely amazing. It's helped me out a lot with the park so far, just by knowing that I've got the pieces. I haven't actually put any Theme Maker's Toolkit stuff into the park yet, but it's just really helped me out knowing how I can do all this stuff, because, like, the pirate things in the game are still really good. It just doesn't fit with the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. And so I've downloaded a Captain Jack, couple of Captain Jack animatronics, actually, and they look just like the ones on the real ride, like after the 2006 refurbishment. Like, I've got a couple of pieces, like a chair and Jack Black sitting in that chair, and in the Paris ride, don't know if it's in the Florida ride or the California, I've forgotten, but yeah, he just sits around drunk in the chair, just moves a bit and sings yo ho, a pirate's life for me. And that was just the funniest bit of the entire ride. So I really wanted that, and I'm just so happy that it's on the Theme Maker's Toolkit. So it's just helped me out knowing that I can do all these things with the Theme Maker's Toolkit. And I'm not even sure if they've got tables and chairs on there that are working yet. If they do, though, I'm definitely going to have to add them into the restaurant and, like, replace the tables and chairs and stuff. But I just haven't had a chance to have a look right now. But in any case, yeah, this park is just really fun to build in. Like, this time lapse that I've just split into 2 parts took me, I think it was 2.5 hours, no, 3.5 hours to record it all, which no, 4 hours, yeah, 4 hours, sorry for hesitating, but yeah, it's just a lot of fun to build, and I've not had a burnout yet, which I'm really surprised at. I just keep pumping out videos. I'm recording this, like, literally just as I'm uploading the last one, so I haven't had a chance to read comments if there are any. But yeah, it's sort of just like, I'm really surprised at how well I'm doing with this park. I was expecting to give up, like, maybe in the middle of the castle. Like, I'm not even sure if I'm going to continue Girls Lake Park, or Girl Lake Park at the moment. Just because I'm so caught up in the Disney park and I'm just so happy about doing the Disney park that I just don't think that I have the inspiration to do Real Lake Park. Like, maybe if I get a burnout on the Disney style, maybe I'll go back to Grill Lake Park and do a couple of episodes on that while I've got the inspiration for that. But at the moment, I'm just thinking that Disney has so many styles. Like, in Adventureland, you've got, like, the African sort of themes, and in Tomorrowland, you've got the futuristic thing, where it's pretty much just all one building that just loops around the entire land. And, like, also you've got Fantasyland, where all the buildings are fanciful and, like, village sort of things. I just love it. And, like, even in Fantasyland, there are, like, sub-areas like Storybook Land and Pinocchio sort of theme, like, which is German. And I just love it all. And, like, the castle as well, and Main Street. Frontierland has the sort of Western style, which I'm really looking forward to. I might go straight to Frontierland after I finish maybe Adventureland or just Pirates of the Caribbean. I might go straight to Frontierland just because I love the way it looks. One thing that I'm thinking I'm going to struggle with is the hub of the park, which is sort of like the area where all the things come off. Like, you've got Main Street, and then you've got the massive circle at the end of it, which is where the castle is. Like, the castle's right in front of it, and you've got, like, Adventureland and Frontierland to your left, and also New Orleans / Liberty Square, and you've got Fantasyland to the front of you behind the castle, and Tomorrowland to your right. And I just feel like that's going to be quite a bit of a challenge to do because of the way the path system works. Like, I can't really do the circle of road unless I use, like, art pieces, which I might end up doing, since I feel like that could be a relatively good solution for this problem. Actually, thinking about it, I will do that, so just scratch that. I've also downloaded the partner statue off of the Theme Maker's Toolkit, which is really good since I've got that now. Another issue might be the planters on the inside of the hub and on the outside, because I can't seem to get the shape right with the in-game planters. But worst comes to worst, I have to make custom ones, and that'll take me about, half an hour to do. And then I just copy it around and then just add different plants on the inside. So that's not really a problem after all. I'm just thinking of things that might be troubling for me to do. As I said, Dumbo, I don't think I'll be able to do that, because that goes for Astro Orbiter as well, and also the Aladdin Carpets ride. I just won't be able to do that because of it. But, like, for example, Tiki Room, I will be able to do that because like, it won't look like Tiki Room, and it probably won't be. It will be accessible to guests, but it won't be an attraction. I might put a Vista Point in there, so people will actually go in there. But other than that, it's not going to be anything special. It's just going to be a room with tropical theming, with some tiki statues outside, and, like, maybe some, like, animatronic birds on the inside that just don't do anything. Like, every, like, 20 minutes I've set it to play the Tiki Room soundtrack, but other than that, it won't be an actual show. So, that's something that is a bit of a problem. But, the treehouse could be a bit of a problem, because I won't be able to build that. But I don't really need that. So, Storybook Land will be a bit hard because of how big the pieces are in Planko. But I think I can just power through that, or just not do it. Its Small World is going to be a bit troubling because of how big it is. Unless I go the Florida route and do the exterior just a chain sort of building, with Peter Pan's flight or Pinocchio or something like that, and just have a facade on the inside. The animatronics might be an issue for the inside though. But other than that, it'll be all fine. I just have to praise Frontier real quick for adding in the Armada, I think that's how you pronounce it, water ride. Because it just works for so many things. It's like Tidal Wave at Thorpe Park, also Pirates of the Caribbean. It's just like a bunch of things all rolled into one, and it just works for everything. I'm just so happy about that. Like, the log flume was fine, but like more places nowadays have boat rides instead of log flumes because it's higher capacity, and also it looks nicer in the end. Like, the only log flume that I'm going to have in this park is going to be Splash Mountain, because it literally is a log flume. It's not a boat ride. Well, it is a boat ride, but it's a log flume boat ride. So I'm going to be using the log flume for that. But that's one of the things. Here's one of the things I don't like about the new boat ride. I don't like the fact that it stops at the top of a drop. And like, yeah, like you should be able to like set it so it doesn't drop. Like, you can set it to 0, but it just stops and then starts again. It doesn't just go straight and then just drop, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's one of the things that bugs me about the new ride. But other than that, I love everything. It just works. I love the fact that there's no like barriers or anything, and I just love it. The only thing I'd add is the ability to put the ride name on the front like you can with some coasters in the game. But other than that, I'm just complaining here. But yeah, I just love the way that Frontier have made this new thing. But other than that, I just don't really have much more to say. And I know that the time lapse is soon to be over. So what I might do is I might stop in a sec and just let you listen to some music and leave you. But until then, I'll just talk about my favourite thing that I'm excited to be working on, which is the Pinocchio Dark Ride. That's what I really want to do at the moment. But yeah, I've got some good ideas for theming for that. But you know, I'm not sure how long the time lapse has got. I think it's like 20 minutes, and we're on like 18. So what I might do is I might have to stop right now, just in case I go a bit over time, and because I can't actually watch it while I'm doing it, because my editing software doesn't let me watch a real-time preview for more than like a minute. So at the moment I'm just listening to the music, so I have an idea about when it stops. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. It means a lot to me. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for things that you'd like me to do in this park or in any other sort of Planko one-off vid, then just plop it down in the comments and I will try and get back to you. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. bye.